Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that it's soccer time. Sure, it's soccer time. Like a 3 out of 10. I'd have to do a bunch of modifications to it. But yeah. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Let's see. I can find eggs at... I look down at the errands list. Ugh. I've been shopping for hours now. Figured I'd be done with it in a flash, but for some reason, all the things I need are spread across the whole town. To top it all off, I don't know where half these places are. Around the corner into an alleyway. The directions suggest the place I'm looking for should be near the end of this road. I thought I knew downtown Minasato pretty well, but Grandma's list is leading me to depths I never thought existed. Come on, Hero, the directions say the butcher's in the same district as the corner market. This isn't rocket science. Doesn't help that the temperature is crazy today. I suppose I could try calling one of my friends for help, but it's not like many of them have cell phones. Plus, if I told someone I got lost on a grocery run, the group would never let me live it down. If my estimations are correctly, the road I'm looking for should be right around this corner. Oh, I unexpectedly bump into someone's snout first. Ow, my nose! I gingerly rub it, tears blurring my vision. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm sorry for jumping out at you. No, it's my fault. My apologies. Hiroyuki? I recognize that voice. Once the pain subsides, I rub my eyes to get a clear view of who's speaking. Shin? Oh, you don't know how happy I am to see you. That warning, I lunge forward and embrace my friend. Hiro. I realize what I'm doing and release him, rubbing behind my head in embarrassment. Sorry. You're sure acting weird. Is everything alright? I stop for a moment to consider my next move. I could tell Shin my predicament, but is he the kind to hold it against me? Nah, probably not. If you're going to stand there catatonic, I got better things to do with my time. I was just thinking. My face turns red at what I'm about to confess. Okay, please don't laugh at me. His eyes tell me I can trust him with this information. I'm kinda lost. Grandma sending you on errands, huh? Let me guess. You're looking for the butcher, right? How did you know that? Let's just say I've had my share of challenges shopping here, too. Need some help? The sun starts to set when we finally finish the grocery section of my list. I'm really lucky you were around, Shin. I had no idea where anything was back there. You're welcome. It's really inconvenient not being able to use my cell phone out here. Really? I think I get along just fine without one. Yeah, well, once you've had one, it's hard to go back to this. By the way, I never asked, what's in the bag you've got there?
Self-voicing disabled.
I point at the bag hanging over his shoulder. Were you out buying something too? Why are you asking? Does that surprise you? Okay, Hiro, choose your next words carefully. Kinda? I figured you had people around to do that for you, like your butler, Mr. Amaki. I'm capable of doing my own shopping, Hiroyuki. Besides, I like being the one to pick out fresh produce. Aw, has a little black cat finally taken root in Minasato? It's a farming village, so it makes sense we'd have the freshest produce around. Yeah, but aren't your parents, paying someone to do this? I'm tired of leaving everything for somebody else to do. I'm not a child anymore. I'd like to be able to do some of the everyday tasks myself. I look at it like an exercise. I browse around, pick the product I want, check to see if it fits the budget. Oh, that's so normal or unlike you. Just thought of SpongeBob. You know, Shin, that's surprisingly normal of you. Surprisingly? Yeah. It's cool you're taking the initiative on stuff like this. There's only 2 of us in that house. I can't make Amaki do everything. I don't know what image you have of me in your head, but I don't live a life cut off from reality. That's what I'm saying, Shin. Come on, hero, you're losing him. I'm just saying, I think it's cool you're helping out. It's kind of like me running errands for Grandma today. Oh. Thanks, I guess. I suppose I'm a little sensitive to people stereotyping me as the spoiled rich kid. That's not what I was getting at. Sorry if it sounded like that, Shin. It's fine. Great. We were doing so well, then I go and sour the mood. Shin suddenly leans forward, holding his chest. Shin? Shin, are you okay? I'm fine. Just my asthma. Nothing to worry about. He continues walking ahead of me. Alright. I catch up and walk with him a bit, trying to make conversation. But he stays quiet and gives me only one-word answers the rest of the way. We eventually reach a fork in the road. I'm heading home. Good luck with the rest of your errands. Oh, right. See you later, Shin. I wave at him as he heads for the crossroads. I hope what I said didn't offend him. It did, Hiroyuki, probably. As much as I would have preferred hanging out with my friends, I end up spending most of the day completing Grandma's errands. I mean, it's only fair that I help them out since they're letting me stay for so long. I wouldn't want to be a freeloader. Still, I only have so much time left in my summer break. Seems kind of a waste to spend so much of it on things like this. As I walk along the side of the road, I notice an old pickup truck slow down next to me. Yo, what are you up to, Hiroyuki? I look over my shoulder and see Tatsuki leaning out of the window of his car, waving at me. Hey, Tatsuki. What are you doing here? Don't you have work still? He slowly approaches and parks close enough for us to talk without yelling. Yep, just finished right now. I had to pick up some groceries for that. Yeah, I hear ya. I hold up the numerous bags I'm holding. I'm doing the same. So, how's old Minasato treating you so far? I shrug my shoulders. I ended up spending most of today running errands for Grandma, so... You're such a workaholic. I guess. Anyway, I'm on my way home. After this, I can't wait to kick back and have an ice drink. There's no separating you from sake, is there? Nope. I'm a dragon, Hiroyuki. We're real men, and real men drink. How old are you again? Hell if I know. The fuck? That's mildly concerning. As he laughs, I catch a glimpse of something vaguely bottle-shaped in a paper bag sitting in his drink carrier. He's hopeless, isn't he? Anyway, I've got some time to kill. You want me to give you a lift somewhere? Oh boy. Everyone warned me about this back at the welcoming party. Don't get in a car with Tatsuki driving. Seeing that covered bottle, I'm starting to see why. Still, my feet are kind of sore. Are you going to take a ride with Tatsuki? You know what? I'm just going to do a poll. I'm going to do another poll because I love making polls. We actually did take the yes option during the Juichi route. Oh, hiya, welcome and happy birthday. Oh, you were able to rig the vote. Sorry, Totsuki. There's still a few things I need to do in shop right over there. I vaguely point out a building in the distance. I'll admit, it's mostly to avoid having to get in that tiny pickup truck with him. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, if you want to wait for me to finish, nah, it's fine. The others probably warned you about me, right? I'm not dumb, hero. Everyone thinks I drink too much and that I drive like a maniac. Well, can't help that much, can I? You could start by not drinking and driving. Now I'll let you go then. I hope I'll get a chance to drive you sometime so I can prove them wrong. Sorry. Sorry, we can try later. I'm kind of tired. Long day, you know. Yep, I get you. This just means I don't have to miss my TV shows tonight. You're so cold, Totsuki. I stick my tongue out at him. You know it! See you later, Hiroyuki. Take care. He speeds off down the road. I might have lucked out seeing that careless display. We're doing Kyouji right now. I look back down at Grandma's list. I should finish up here and head home too. Are we getting ice cream or visiting Totsuki? Dirty vibe, dirty vibe, dirty vibe, dirty vibe. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could use a pick-me-up. Oh, hi, thank you for the raid, Axel. Thank you very much. With a cup of ice cream in my hand, I leave the candy store. Walking out, I'm greeted once again by the all-too-familiar Minasato heat. Ooh, that got up fast. I swear the temperature increased by several degrees just in the few minutes I was in there. Not much I can do about that, I guess. Glancing around, I find a nice spot to sit underneath the store's awning, leaving me with valuable shade as I begin to dig into my frozen treat. It's already melting! I pull out the wrapped plastic spoon I got and quickly get to work. Like hell if I'm gonna let the sun ruin this for me too. The cold sensation feels like heaven on my tongue. We're in heaven. Sticking the spoon in the cup for a moment, I air out my shirt. Hey, Hiroyuki! Huh? I hear my name being yelled. I look across the street and see an out-of-breath Tanuki running towards me and waving his hand. Kunosuke? My day is infinitely better now. I had a bad day yesterday, and around time that I would have had to stream, I was just coming out of a panic attack. See, my day is now so much better because because Konosuke is on screen. So my day is so much better. Oh, I finally found you! Yeah, I'm doing better. Thanks for the concern. In this terrible heat, even standing still will make you sweat. I can't imagine what it would be like to be running in it. What's wrong? You're lucky you killed yourself trying to find me. Konosuke continues to pant. Notice his white undershirt is soaked with sweat sticking to his body. Hey Siri, if I steal a shirt, will I go to jail? Damn it, Siri. Hey Siri, will I go to jail if I steal a shirt that someone just so happens to be wearing?
shirt that someone just so happens to be wearing. Check it out.
It's all, will I go to jail for theft? The answer is maybe. And as much as I would love to, I'm not going to steal a shirt. I love him too much. Notice his white undershirt is soaked with sweat sticking to his body. It's fine. Oh god, I think I'm gonna be sick. Don't throw up on me or anything. Konosuke sticks up his right hand while holding his chest with the other. Takes a few deep breaths, then seems to recover. That was close. That ice cream looks good. He licks his lips, staring down at my cup. Get your own! I stick out my tongue, teasing Konosuke. Tight wad. Haha. Yep, Konosuke is still Konosuke. Here, you can have a spoonful. It's pretty melted, though. Kinda sucks. Thanks, hero, you're the best. I offer him the cup of ice cream. He grabs it and starts shoveling it into his mouth. Hey! I said a spoonful, not the whole thing! Refreshing. Figures. I should know better than to offer Konosuke anything food-related. Remember, we stole his wiener. Sorry about that. I owe you one after this. I'm gonna hold you to that. So, what is it you needed to find me for? Oh, right. His eyes light up as he claps his hands together. I've got something awesome I want to do with you tonight. Could you meet me in front of the old school around 7 or 8? Oh, another one of his crazy schemes. I don't know. I don't like surprises. Especially coming from you. I stick my tongue out at him again. Come on, it'll be fun. I'm planning a test of courage. What's that? Really? You don't know what a test of courage is? I heard that city kids do them all the time. He looks disappointed with me. I scratch behind my ear. It's new to me. What is it? If you don't know, I don't want to spoil it for you. I've got a few others I still want to invite. Are you in? Well, when Konosuke is the one planning, one of two things can happen, and neither are good. 1, we're caught doing something stupid and get in trouble. 2, it's all an elaborate plan to humiliate one of us. I'm not... Please? Konosuke puts both his hands together and bows his head as he begs. Oh no. He's using his puppy dog eyes. Must resist. I can't. Alright, I'll do it. Stop looking at me like that. Yay. I knew you'd come through, hero. He tightly grasps my left hand and shakes it up and down with all his strength. There's nothing to worry about, right? You'll be fine, dude. Stop sweating the small stuff. Here, let me buy you another ice cream. I walk with him into the candy store. He's momentarily distracted by a box of Pocky as we pass by, but quickly snaps out of it and continues on. Thanks for doing this, Hiroyuki. You won't regret it. We pick out the cup of ice cream I want, then head to the register. Thank you, please come again. By the way, are you going to Kyouji and Sotro's soccer game today? You've got a game today? Yep, it's first game of the season, too. I go, but I'm stuck watching your repair shop until this afternoon. Oh. He stares down at the floor. It's no problem. Now I think the game starts a little afternoon at the high school. In Kazanari? Yep. You know how to get there, right? Yeah, I've been there already this week. Perfect. Can I ask you a favor? Another, isn't this test of courage enough? I'm being serious, man. Can you go watch the game today for the both of us? Oh, sure, I can do that. I don't have anything else planned today. Excellent. Well, I'm off to go find the others. See you tonight between 7 and 8. Don't forget. You got it. I wink at him. I'm not the one most likely to forget. Bye. He flashes me one last smile before running off in the opposite direction he came. He only gets this excited when he's got something mischievous in mind. Now I'm starting to get a little anxious. What are you planning to do, Konosuke? Oh, he's gonna be silly. Oh god. The fucking... Because all of them are the same, I'm just going to be silly. They allowed that? No, because all of them are the same. I just wanted to put that one on there. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Oh my god. Oh my god, wow. Yes! Man, he's so persuasive sometimes. Alright then, jump on behind me. Patting the space behind him, he gives me a wink. What about... Pulls a round thing off one of his handlebars and gives it to me. A helmet? Don't worry, I've got you covered. The one that wins is the joke one that says, I will have your children. Thanks. You don't have one for yourself, though. I'll drive safely. Not like a certain dragon we know. I smile at Kuya as I slide onto his bike. How does this work? I guess you just wrap your arms around me? Okay. After making sure I'm safely on the bike, Kuya takes off down the road heading for Kazunari. It's awkward at first sitting like this holding him, but with the warmth of his back... Before I know it, we're in Kazunari. Okay, here we are. Kazunari High. Oh! Sorry, I guess I kinda spaced out there for a second. Again? Never mind. I jump off the bike and carefully remove Kuya's helmet. Thanks for the ride. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. I'm always happy to help out a friend. And you looked desperate sitting there all alone. Hey! I was wondering, though, where do you work, Kuya? I didn't expect you to already have a job. I didn't offend him, did I? It's just something I have to do. Look, I'll tell you about it when I have more time. Oh, I gotta go. Just tell Kyouji I said good luck, okay? Alright. Bye, Hiroyuki. He drives away in silence. Why was he so defensive about that? He's not working anywhere weird, is he? I shake my head. Yeah, I guess I'll try asking about it later. Okay, I should head inside. It's already looking kind of crowded. Ah! There's so many people here today! Figured it wouldn't be this bad yet. It's still summer vacation, right? Looking around to see a lot of students and the occasional parent. Some students are dressed differently. I wonder if other club activities are going on today. Remembering the way to the soccer field, I begin my walk to my destination. There are voices all around me. This reminds me of school back home. Hiroyuki? I stop as I hear my name called out. Look around, I widen my eyes as a familiar figure approaches me. Well, this is a surprise. I gulp as Sayu stops in front of me, smoothing her skirt out with her hands. Fancy seeing you here. I give her a respectful bow, not wanting to be impolite. Hi there, Miss Sayu. As I return to a standing position, she grins and raises an eyebrow. No need to be so formal. We already got acquainted a few days ago. Just call me Sayu. I jolt, shrinking back just a little. My eyes widen once more. She gives a soft giggle. Relax. I'm guessing you're here for Kyouji's game, right? Huh. calming down and give a nod and force a smile onto my face. Yeah. Her grin melting into a warm smile, Sayu brushes a hand through her hair. Well, I'm on my way to the field myself. Would you like some company? After what feels like an eternity, I finally nod. Sure. Her smile widening, she turns and begins walking. Taking a breath, I join her. We're gonna die. I have a feeling that she is going to brutally murder us when she finds out we want to fuck Kyouji. We walk through a pair of double doors and out behind the school building. A big smile crosses my face as I notice the familiar flight of stairs leading up towards the field. Well, here we are. Sayu turns to face me, another smile on her face. I return her smile with one of my own and politely bow my head. You did need to escort me, but I'm grateful to have company. I've never really enjoyed crowds, so I probably would have panicked and gotten lost. The dog nods her head and examines her fingernails. You did look a little nervous in the halls. I thought it might have been something I said. Or like something you did. Of course, I never dream of saying something like that to her, so I simply shake my head and smile at her. Not at all. It's just a fox thing. I get skittish easily, but it's something I'm trying to overcome. She's just mad that Kyouji will love us more than her. Sayu, listen. For revenge? For you trying to murder us, we are going to fuck Kyouji. And he is... You know what? No, we're not even going to do that. We are not even going to do that. We are going to take Kyouji on a pretty date and make him feel pretty. We are going to ensure that he gets a good night's sleep for once in his fucking life. And he is going to love us. And then one day, years later, we will be talking to him and we will bring something up and he will say, "Who is Sayu?" And we will laugh. We're gonna take his ass to Olive Garden. We are gonna take his ass to Olive Garden. Actually, no, not Olive Garden. Let's take him to... Actually, let's take him to Red Lobster. We're gonna take Kyouji to Red... We're gonna take Kyouji to Red Lobster. Those cheesy biscuits are to die for. I get skittish easily, but it's something I'm trying to overcome. She raises her eyebrow, but says nothing, causing me to feel a bit anxious. I really hope she buys that excuse. Her smile returning, she gestures towards the stairs. Guess I'm safe. For now. There's a lot more stairs than I remember. Hiroyuki? I shake my head after reaching the top of the stairs. Did someone just call my name? No, it can't be. Hiroyuki! Feel a light tap on my shoulder. Turn around and see a familiar face staring at the ground. We are going to be in a happy, non-toxic, very respectful polycule with Kyouji and Sotaro. I turn around and see a familiar face staring at the ground. I thought you were ignoring me there for a second. Shin? What are you doing here? The same reason you're here, I assume. I'm here to watch Kyouji and Sotaro's game. Really? I didn't expect that from you, Shin. Am I not allowed to like Sports Hero? No, that's not what I meant. Truth be told, I don't particularly like soccer. But I want to be here to support my friends. Yeah, that makes sense. I see you found a friend. Oh, sorry, forgot you were there. A grin makes its way to Sayu's face as I blurt out my confession. It's fine, I need to go now anyway. Thank you again for walking with me, Sayu, I appreciate it. The dog nods at me before walking off towards the bleachers overlooking the field in the distance. There's already a crowd gathered around the perimeter. I wonder if there are any seats available. I'm glad I found someone else I know today. I was afraid I was going to be alone here. I kind of felt the same way a little bit ago. Would you like to try and find a seat with me? Of course, why wouldn't I? The two of us follow in Sayu's footsteps and head towards the bleachers. Fucking like the Twix candy. I fucking love it. We have to carefully maneuver around the large crowd on our way. As we near the bleachers, I notice Sayu talking animatedly to a couple of other girls. She seems to notice me, nods in acknowledgement, and returns to her conversation. Interesting. How did you come to know the student council president, Hiroyuki? I blink in surprise as Shin speaks up, and I turn to look at him. An intrigued expression shows on his face, causing me to give him a wary smile in return. It's a long story, but let's just say that I happened to meet her a few days ago. Shin raises an eyebrow, but he returns my smile. I see. In that case... Ugh! Watch it! Looks like someone elbowed Shin in the back. You okay? It's fine. Hey, is that Juichi up there? Hmm? Oh, I think it is. I start waving at him from the steps below. Juichi! You have no shame, do you, hero? None! Nishimura. We climb up the steps and reach the row Juichi is sitting in. A rabbit wearing a judo gi sits beside him, glancing over at us in surprise. Oh, is this a friend of yours, Senpai? Yeah, he is. It's good to see you here, Juichi. Shin and I were just looking for some seats. Shin looks sad as he glances around. I don't think there are any seats left up here. I see. Oh, sorry, don't mind me. I was on my way out. I've got judo practice right now. Thanks for the pep talk, Senpai. I'll tell the captain you said hello. Thanks. With that, the rabbit jumps up from his seat and starts rushing down the steps behind us. Well, looks like there's a seat available now. There's not a lot of room up there, to be honest. The three of us might have to squeeze together if we have any hope of fitting. It's fine. I'll stand over here. No, if anyone should be standing, it's me. Don't argue about it. Here, maybe if I scoot over. That might be enough room for the three of us now, even though Juichi's slightly hanging over the side of the bleacher. Are you sure that's okay, Juichi? Just sit down already! With a smile, Shin takes a spot right next to Juichi, leaving me enough room to squeeze between him and the person in the next seat over. Excuse me! So has the game started? No. I think the teams are starting to head onto the field, though. Look. A deafening cheer from the crowd announces the arrival of the two opposing teams. On one side of the field, a group of students dressed in orange and white run out and ready in the center. On the other, another group dressed in a familiar blue and white outfit joined the rivals. Hey, there's Kyouji and Sotaro! Indeed. Good luck, Takahara. Juichi mutters something under his breath. I don't quite catch it, though. The referee walks out onto the field between the two teams and prompts them to bow at each other. It's good to see sportsmanship is so respected even in small high school games like these. Then, with the blow of his whistle, the referee starts the game, releasing the soccer ball in the center of the field. Without hesitation, Kyouji dashes for the ball and takes control of it. Yep, still a dominant player. That's the Kyouji I remember. He then kicks the ball to Sotaro, who rushes the goal on the other end of the field. No matter what the other team tries to do, Kyouji and Sotaro's teamwork puts them to shame. Within the first minute of the game, Kazunari High scores their first goal. The crowd goes wild, but all I can focus on is the intense footwork and coordination Kyoji's team is demonstrating. Wow. These guys are really good, aren't they? Did you expect any less from Kyouji? No, I guess not. I smile at him and turn my attention back to the field. The game continues on for a bit. The score is even now, and it seems the other team has managed to find a rhythm. As expected of Shin and Juichi, they watch the game with quiet interest. Good game, huh? Juichi simply nods. This is probably a good time to start eating my lunch. I feel my stomach start to growl in impatience. I'm starving. I place my backpack on the step below my feet and pull out the lunchbox. You brought lunch, hero? Yeah, I didn't have time to eat before I left. And I missed the bus anyway. What was that? Nothing. Nothing at all. I quickly open the box and start digging in with the spare chopsticks I set aside. Juichi's really focused on the game right now. He can't take his eyes off the field. I smile to myself as I shovel the delicious several-day-old meat into my mouth. Maybe old, but Grandma's cooking is still incredible. Be careful, please. Try not to get anything on my book. Huh? I look down at Shin's lap. There's a novel being held open by his left hand. Wait a second, when did he pull that out? Sorry, Shin. I reply with my mouth half full. Ugh. Oh. Suddenly they perk up. Something going on? Glancing down to see Sotaro lying on the ground and Kyouji chasing after the opposing player who stole the ball. Juking his opponent back and forth, Kyouji manages to kick the ball out from under him. At the same time, Sotaro stands up and starts running towards it. We're going to cheer for Kyouji. Stand up and holding my lunch and yell at the top of my lungs, Kyouji! Show him who's boss! Running for the ball, he turns his face towards us and... Yeah, I can never tell with Kyoji's eyes. Did he just wink at me? In a split second, he's on top of the ball and dashing towards the enemy's goal. Kyouji truly shows off his talent as he deftly weaves between anyone who tries to get in his way. With one last kick, he manages to shoot the ball with a slight curve, causing the goalie to completely miss his block. Score yet another point for Kazunari High. I pump my fist and sit back down. Yes! That seemed to do the trick. Oh, unexpected. Good job, Nishimura. Smile and start back on the lunch in my hands. Ah, this is so delicious! Why does everything taste better if it's been sitting for a while? That's not a good thing, Hiroyuki. Hiroyuki, that's not a good thing. He's gonna get food poisoning. What's wrong? What the? I think I'm gonna be sick. Are you okay? It's the food you're eating, isn't it? I didn't think the meat was that old. I stand from my spot holding my stomach. Where's the bathroom? Go back down the stairs you came in through. This should be the first door on the right. Thanks. I have a second to spare. I immediately run down the bleachers toward the school building. Behind me, I can swear I hear the faint laughter of my friends. And that is how we died. Much better. I stretch out my arms as I walk through the double doors. I spot a white cat staring out towards the bleachers. Hello? Cat jolts in surprise before turning to look at me. I can't put my finger on it, but something about him seems familiar. A smile of what I can only assume is recognition appears on his face. Hiroyuki Nishimura, what a pleasant surprise! I glance at him in confusion, which causes him to sigh and shake his head. I'm going to give him a different voice so I can remember. You've forgotten who I am, haven't you? Rubbing the back of my head, I mumble out an apology, still trying to figure out why the cat is so familiar. That's quite alright, it has been 5 years after all. I'm Suki Shiromaki, Shin's retainer. My eyes widen as memories come flooding back into my mind. Familiar tastes and scents return to me all at once. How could I have been so forgetful? Mr. Amaki was always so kind to us back when we were kids. I give a sheepish chuckle and rub the back of my head once more. What a strange encounter. I didn't expect to run into Shin's butler today. What are you doing here, by the way? Aren't you sitting with Shin? He fidgets a bit then stares at the ground. There's a long pause before he replies. Hiroyuki, can you promise not to tell him? It's not that big a deal, is it? Sure. I've been keeping an eye on him, given his condition if anything bad were to happen. You must be talking about Shin's asthma. I'm his caretaker. I'll do anything to keep him safe. Whether he knows it or not. I understand, Mr. Amaki. You're only looking out for him. I'm sure he'd understand, though. Shin must never find out about this. He values his independence so much. If he were to find out I'm here today... That's a tough position to be in. I see where he's coming from, but... I nod my head and speak clearly this time. I promise I won't tell Shin, Mr. Amaki. Thank you. Now, I'm sure you don't want to spend the rest of the game talking to boring old me, right? Oh, you want that voice. You want that voice. Let me just...
Always watching.
Mike Wazowski. I'm not doing that. Go sit with your friends. Pretend this conversation never happened. I'll be watching. Always watching. Okay. See you later, sir. I was about to do the what's sir face. Bye, Hiroyuki.
Always watching.
He's not
Always
that
watching.
old. climb back up the stairs and start walking for the bleachers again, leaving Mr. Maki alone to quietly peer over the ledge. Turning to my seat, Juichi and Shin greet me with smiles on their faces. Welcome back. You okay, Nishimura? I'm fine. A little food poisoning isn't going to bring me down. Look at the box I packed sitting on the ground where I left it. I whistle to myself as I gently kick it under the bleachers. It hits the ground below with a loud crash. Did you just... No, whatever gave you that idea? Made it sound like he's 80 and has a cold. What was that? Never mind. I think the game is almost finished. Really? My gaze returns to the soccer field. The timer in the corner is quickly counting down to 0. It looks like Kyouji has control of the ball right now. He's rushing for the enemy goal with Sotaro. Suddenly his path is blocked by an imposing young fox. Sotaro moves into position on the left and calls it to Kyouji. Following up on the opening, Kyouji passes the ball to him and distances himself from the fox. Kyouji runs up to the goal wide open, leaving Taru just enough of an opportunity to pass it back. With a powerful kick, Kyouji completely outplays the goalie and scores the final point of the game before the timer runs out. The roar of the crowd is deafening. The smirk on Kyoji's face shows he had no doubt his team was going to win today. Kazunari High completely trounced the away team, leading with a 3-point difference. Yeah, they won, guys! Indeed. A game well played. Well, as much as I understood of it, at least. On the field below, the teams give each other one last bow before clearing out. The noise of the crowd has died down a bit. Looks like many of them are heading out to congratulate their friends on the team. Do you guys want to see Kyouji and Sotaro? That would be nice, but we don't have any time to spare if we plan on catching the last bus to Minasato. Huh? That's right. You're not familiar with the bus schedule, Hiroyuki. Well, Torihiko told me when I first got here, but the bus only heads to Minasato 3 times a day. The last one leaves in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes?! Yes. If you don't want to stay in Kazunari overnight, I suggest we start heading that way now. Tell Kyouji and Sotaro congratulations for me, Juichi. Will do. Wait, you're not coming with us, Juichi? No. I have judo practice this evening. Really? How do you get home then with this crazy bus schedule? The captain drives me home. He has family in Minasato he likes to visit. Oh. Maybe I can... I wish we could stay and talk more, Hiroyuki, but we really need to get going. Eh. He quickly stands up and starts walking for the exit. Well, wait up! See you later, Juichi. Tell the guys I said hi! We barely catch the bus in time. Fortunately, there aren't a lot of people who are heading to Minasato, so it doesn't take long to jump in and pay the fare. The trip back is relatively short. Even though we're close friends, sometimes it's hard for Shin and I to come up with things to talk about. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. Did you have fun? Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Kyouji play in 5 years. He got a lot better, didn't he? He sure did. And Sotaro's a really good soccer player, too. They make a great team. Probably helps that Kyoji's an excellent teacher. I'm gonna head home. Good night, Hiroyuki. Wait! Would you like me to walk with you? I'm more than capable of walking home by myself, you know. I don't need someone hovering over me, watching my every move. That's not what I... It's fine. Don't worry about it. Good night, Hiroyuki. Good night, Shun. Shin. He disappears up the road. Wish I understood you better. Well, it's getting late. I hope Grandma and Grandpa's council meeting went well. Are we teaming up with My Husband, Mustard, or Woof Woof Bark Bark? Because it doesn't matter who we team up with. We'll give Shun a turn. There's a lot of things that could go wrong tonight. Shun and I may be the youngest ones here, but between him and the other two, I think I trust him the most to keep things reasonable. Alright, guys, I'm gonna team up with Shun.
Really?
Let's show them no mercy, hero. Yeah! Bunsha! You're gonna win this! I fist pump in excitement. Oh, great. I wanted to... Don't think I'm gonna go easy on you, Yuki! I'm not losing to Pipsqueak over there. I quickly attempt to defuse the situation by tapping Shun on the shoulder. Let's discuss a plan over here, Shun. I pull him aside to calm him down. I'm familiar with the Seven Wonders, so I tell him the place where we're most likely to catch something interesting. I start revisiting the Eastern Stairway, then the library, and finally the science room. Shun gives me his usual big smile as we walk back to meet the others.
Hey, wait a second, Kenosuke.
What did I forget now?
There's still one thing I don't understand. If nobody's ever figured out what the seventh wonder is, then how are we supposed to find it? We don't even know what we're looking for.
That's the thing though, isn't it? I answer Shun instead of Konosuke. This is always my favorite part of the mystery. They say that when you find out what the seventh wonder is, something strange will happen. The popular theory is that even if you find the wonder, you'll forget what it is when you leave. I lower my voice to make the next part sound a little eerie. Almost as if it has the power to steal your memories without you ever finding out. That means that Nanafuse is the seventh wonder. I feel a lukewarm nighttime summer breeze gently caress my cheek. The mood is perfect tonight. I might be getting into this a little too much. Shun stares at me with an eyebrow raised. I scratch behind my ear. The point is, you should be excited to see the seventh wonder. Yeah, do I have to spell it out or something? Look, it's just a ghost story. We're looking for something we didn't know we forgot. I scratch under my chin. Even the other wonders have little stories tied to them. Bunsha! Come on, guys, it's all in good fun. Yeah. Get fired up!
Oh, I get it now.
That's all the information I need. Come on here, Ryuki. Not so fast, Pipsqueak. Makes you so sure you're gonna win, huh? Yeah, good luck with that. I already know what the seventh wonder is. That's not fair. The seventh wonder is a myth, though. I've investigated it thoroughly. It wasn't easy to find, but I have zero doubts. You're lying to make sure you win. That's cheating. All's fair in love and war, Pipsqueak. Don't take my detective work so lightly. Why do you think I was late tonight, huh? Hey, that's still no excuse. I don't accept this. If a competition isn't fair and equal, then it's not a competition. Cry more. Yeah. A low, shockingly deep growl emanates from Shun's throat. I don't think I've seen Shun this pissed before. I better say something. Okay, guys. Lighten up. It's just a game after all. We've got our team, so let's get a move on. Even with you cheating, we're still gonna win. Shun suddenly grabs my arm and starts dragging me towards the front door. Whoa. See you guys in an hour. Good luck. I managed to wave at the other two before I disappear behind a set of doors. It really said get bent. The Staircase of Doom. I always thought the name was cheesy, but the legend behind it is no joke. They say these stairs are connected to a mysterious otherworldly plane. Several students have allegedly disappeared over the years climbing them. Witnesses say they weren't paying attention until they realized their friend never made it to the second floor with them. There's a mirror that hangs overlooking the stairway. Technically, it was put there to allow the teachers to make sure students weren't goofing off on the stairs, but sometimes evil things can become attached to the most innocuous of objects. The reports vary. Some claim to have walked through the mirror and saw the underworld. Others have encountered hideous versions of themselves leaping out to chase them. It's a good thing very few classes were held in this near-forgotten section of the school. Shun drags me all the way to the eastern staircase before I break free from his grasp.
This is the place, right?
Calm down, Shun. It's just a game.
You're right. I'm sorry, Hero. I shouldn't be taking this out on you.
Why are you so competitive with Torihiko in the first place? Ever since he started working out, he's done nothing but make fun of my size. Pipsqueak this, small fry that. It's tiring. Huh. I think I understand now. Must be frustrating being made fun of something you can't control, especially from someone who was no bigger than you not too long ago. I might need to talk to Torihiko about that later. No, please don't!
I don't want him to know how much it gets to me.
When he says that, he comes up and rests his head on my shoulder.
Eh?
Taken aback, I stumble slightly before recomposing myself.
Sorry.
I, need to take a picture still.
Right.
Normally I'm able to handle ghost stuff pretty well, but considering Shun's behavior right now, I'm gonna ham it up to lighten the mood. Whoa, I think I might have caught something in the mirror! This is so spooky! We heading to the next place? I turn back around and see him already walking down the hall ahead of me. Yeah, next stop is the library. Well, so much for that. As we walk, I can't help but think about how quiet he is right now. I fight back the desire to start whistling. Looking over at him again, I see he's walking forward while glancing down at his handheld system. Yeesh, this turned out to be a fine date. Where the hell did that thought come from?
What is it?
I need to come up with something quick to get my mind off of that. There's something I've been wondering about Shun. Think, hero, think! How did you not know about the Seventh Wonder?
Honestly, it was a long time ago when I first heard the stories. Guess I never really understood the last one.
Huh. That's too bad. Seventh Wonder was always my favorite.
Why?
He looks at me with surprising earnestness. I may be onto something. I think it's the idea of it. It really makes you think about all the things you've forgotten that you'll never even remember.
That's kind of depressing, hero.
Eh? Whoops. I scratch behind my head. I guess it is, isn't it? He stops walking and stares down at the floor.
When you think about it, we're all kind of ghosts haunting this school.
What do you think? What do you mean?
None of us go here anymore. How long will it be before nobody remembers us being here?
That's surprisingly deep for someone like Shun.
I don't want to be forgotten. I think that's what scares me the most.
Shun, I don't know how to respond to that. It's early as hell, but we're gonna leave off here tonight. Oh wait, let me go back. And we'll leave off here tonight. Gonna return to the spooky! Stay safe. Have a good night. And I will see you all tomorrow.